Maybe we can maybe bring this up a level, and I'll turn to you first, Jerry, on this. But help us define financial privacy. What does that phrase mean to you? What's the essence of this idea of financial privacy?
So I kind of break it down into two parts, right? One is privacy from the state, right? And that means basically your Fourth Amendment rights to be free from searches and seizures, right? If the state wants to come and look at your papers and effects, they need to get a warrant from a judge before they can do that. So that's one kind of privacy that you have, and it's a privacy that's spelled out in the Constitution. The other kind of privacy, I would say, is things that you want to keep to yourself, things about you that you want to keep to yourself and you want to reveal selectively to different people. And so that could be, clearly if you're going to open up a bank account, you're going to have to tell your bank certain facts about yourself. If you want to engage in a commercial contract with somebody, you're going to have to reveal certain things about yourself. But my neighbor doesn't need to know any of those things. And so my ability to keep certain things to myself and to reveal selectively those things to who I want to, that's sort of financial privacy as well. So to me, it's sort of those two things. It's one is an ability to maintain certain things to myself or reveal them. The other is my right to have sort of security without lacking a warrant from the state.
You sort of have these, these distinct boundaries, right? There's the boundary of my own, as you said, personal artifacts, records, and sort of a sanctity around that. But we understand if we want to interact with the broader financial system, we do give up some privacy, right? Certainly our identity, and certainly within the broader global landscape, the records of our transactions, we know that those are all reportable to government, subpoenaable by government without our knowledge and without our consent.
And so that's where I think it gets a little tricky, because when you've voluntarily disclosed something to some counterparty, does that mean you've waived your Fourth Amendment rights? Maybe we don't have to go right to that, but that's actually something that
Patriot Act.
I don't think is as clear cut, right? And with cryptocurrency, I think it's interesting because the basically government's authority to require, as you said, without even your knowledge, that third parties like banks report information about you, turn over information, is predicated on the fact that you disclose it voluntarily to that bank. So there's a third party exemption to the Fourth Amendment requirement for a search warrant. Well, with cryptocurrency, if you're holding your own cryptocurrency in your own wallet, there is no third party.
Yeah. So I want to come to the profound issues that exist with digital currency, in particular, digital assets that are on public blockchains in a moment. But just tying back to this concept, I mean, the way I've articulated it is that basically because of the way that the infrastructure of money works in the world today, those businesses that are licensed to interact with what are called, money records, later database records called money, are required by law, depending on where you are in the world, but let's just say it's the United States, are really required by law to be agents of law enforcement, to actually act as the front line of policing transactions. And in fact, if you don't, as a financial intermediary, proactively police transactions and report them to the government, you are in violation of your licenses, and you can get fined, you can go to jail. And so I don't actually think most individuals don't realize the fact that the financial intermediaries that they interact with are in fact agents of law enforcement and are required to be so. And that is the structure that we have today. You can obviously take it to the next level, which is, take a country like China, where the electronic money systems, right? The government can dive right into the records straight away. They can access them. They don't need to ask. They don't need a subpoena. They can just dive right in and take a look at whatever they want.